know who can't tell these types of stories? You know who can't tell these types of stories? The people who say that they gave me a pass. Yeah. You, Lil J, Jigga Man, Joshua James, Speedy cannot speak on the community you grew up in. The culture you went to prison for, the gangs you banged harder than almost everybody fucking hearing this, you can't speak on that shit. Even though you've been speaking the same shit Charleston White has for the same amount of time, except my friends heard me long before they ever heard Charleston White, because Charleston White got popular. I didn't. But we've been speaking the same message on the same culture. Our lives literally mirror each other. From why he went to prison, doing runouts, to banging 60, to going to California and putting our feet on the set and realizing how dumb you must be to be from fucking Dallas or Fort Worth, Texas, banging an LA gang. To our feet being in the community, to him in Fort Worth, to me doing the same fucking thing. He had hype in Fort Worth, I had jam in Dallas. Yeah, I ran a whole fucking ministry at the Juvenile Detention Center in Dallas County with Cynthia Wallace. I've been doing this shit. Except I just didn't brag about it while I was doing it. He was always on Facebook sharing that shit. I wasn't. Because scripture always said, don't let your right hand see what your left is doing. But we've been speaking the same message. The only difference is he's allowed to say it because of his skin. But he's only allowed to say it from people who think skin is what qualifies you. But that's ignorance. That's racism. That's sin. You don't get to remove my experience. You don't get to remove what God has delivered me from. Because of your skin, you want to play victim over. While I'm speaking in a message of becoming victorious, praising God in our suffering, no matter what it is. And I'm one of the best people to do it within my peer group, because you ain't survived or done half the shit I've done. You haven't been as violent as me. You weren't the first to go to prison. You weren't in a boys' home. You weren't locked up at 11. You weren't stabbed. You've never used guns. You've never had Trey moments like in Boys in the Hood, where you hopped out of the car, except you were put out of the car because of what was about to transpire in the car a couple blocks away. And then after it transpires and you're 12 years old, the homies come pick you up. You motherfuckers don't know shit. I swear to God, you don't. Your victimhood looks pathetic to me. Because I know the ignorance I committed, the violence I committed. The ignorance I dedicated my life to, that I was willing to fucking die for. You never had that type of commitment. But boy, you got the type of commitment to victimhood, don't you? That shit's so fucking pathetic. That shit's so pussy to me. But it always will be, to people who praise God, to people who speak against the ignorance they once represented. See, my color don't qualify me. My culture, my community, it don't qualify me like some retards tend to think they qualify me. My experience qualifies me. What I was willing to risk my life for qualifies me. The dirt, the work that I put in to earn those ignorant stripes qualifies me. And you don't get to take it away from me. That's the beautiful part. That's how stupid you sound trying to play God. But if I was Charleston White, I would be ignorant, but I'd be allowed to say what I've been saying. But because of my skin color, racists think I don't got the right to speak on my own experience. I was allowed into a community. What community is that? What community is that? Please, I love the reverse racism. We're just pretend. See, I don't complain about that. I don't need to complain about that. Because I know sin is sin. I don't need to get on here and play victim of reverse racism, which I've definitely endured. Probably much more than a lot of my friends ever experienced racism, firsthand racism. I've experienced tons of reverse racism. As was just pointed out tonight, I was let to make it. They let me make it. I was the token white guy. And I was willing to die for the shit that you play victim over. Make sure you get that part. Write that part down. And I'm still willing to die. But not over the ignorance. Test it. But it's only one of the communities that I come from speaking on me. They act like that's my only life. That's my only community, which I went hard as fuck in. That's how I built my fucking name and my reputation with this skin color. Because I went hard as fuck. I was willing to do things as a child y'all won't even fucking contemplate doing as an adult. And that's a good thing. Trust me, it's a good fucking thing. But you don't know me in Texas. All that little dope boy shit, 16 years old with $3,500, that was a lot for a 16-year-old. 2 ounces of hard, an ounce of soft, a quarter pound of weed. You think I stopped there? Think that's the only community I was involved in? You think you gave me a pass? You didn't. You didn't. I earned it in a very ignorant way. A way most of y'all don't have the capacity to get it. I got it how I lived. And now I'm getting it how I live too. It's much better for me to speak like this. But y'all loved me when I was on the ignorant shit, right? When I was on the ignorant shit, you accepted me, which proves my point. You accepted me when I was on the ignorance. But now that I speak out against it, I'm no longer accepted by some, apparently. I just wish they could hear how stupid they sound. But they can't. They can't. They don't understand it. They don't understand the broads that they sound like. And I can't force them to. See, you got dudes who never even touched the fucking land or put their feet in the streets they pretend to care about, where their people, my folks are fucking dying and killing each other. Guess who was on the front lines of that fucking violence, you morons? Along with others. Willing to participate in the amount of violence it takes to participate. There's no fucking pass. There's no pass. You earn it. Or you get the fuck out. Or you die trying. Talking to people, I was 11 years old the first time I was locked up. I've went through every fucking measure of institutional lockdown. Certified at 15, 16 years old as an adult, going to jail with grown fucking men. And you think you gave me a pass? You sound fucking retarded. I had Tommy guns and Tech 9s and shotguns and rifles in my closet as a fucking teenager. That's how ignorant I was. And most people, because I was raised under a gangster rule and principle, most people didn't know I was always packing. Go ask Murder. Go ask C Murder what I got pulled over with in his Parisian leaving Limburg. Ask him what I got pulled over with. No one knows how I ride, because I don't do that. But when you see that muzzle flash, you'll know how I ride. This is the ignorance that I come from, regardless of my skin. And nobody gets to renege it from me. Nobody. So take your corny bullshit somewhere else. It don't fly over here. It don't fly over here. And let's just thank God, folks like me, ignorant fools like me, are being blessed by God, and that's who we're lifting up. While we're downing the culture and community that we come from, that y'all don't want me speaking up. Man, I wish I fucking would. You sound stupid to me. Yeah, y'all better go ask Willie Jr. You better go ask Willie Jr. When the narcs came through fucking Morningside and we came out of the woods a little too fucking early, and we're put down on our knees with assault rifles to our fucking heads. And the only two dudes that went to the county, that's when I got certified as a fucking adult. Getting caught in Morningside. And what did I say when I got there? Not a fucking thing. And Willie, see, people thought I snitched. Willie Jr. vouched. They tried to give me the snitch. It's the first time I ever heard the word nigga used. First time in my life. PG, Power Glove, and Little Rock had me in an interrogation room. He said, it's yours. You're going to prison for life. These niggers are using you. So I don't know whose dope it is. You motherfuckers don't understand pressure. You don't understand Constitution. You're fake. You just believe it in your head, but you've never had to act it out. You've never been put under the fucking gun. You've never been pressed like that. As an adult, much less a fucking kid. So I'm going to continue speaking on the shit that I come from. And I like the engagement. Keep talking. Keep showing me how effeminate you are, how racist you are. I laugh at it. It don't bother me. Y'all think that I be on here depressed and sad. I'm not. I love this shit. This turns me on. This gets me excited. I love when people expose their soul. And all I got to do is speak the truth to do it. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And I want to elaborate on that interrogation, because I've never shared it publicly, but people close to me have heard this before. It was the first time I've ever heard that word used in real fucking life. While I'm being threatened with life. With life. It was over an ounce of hard. And I forget how much money. A little bit of weed in a Crown Royal bag. Me and Willie came out from behind the buildings. They went behind the buildings and found a bag. I don't know whose bag that is. But it's the first time I've ever heard the word used. And I'm looking at these cops like, oh, this is some different shit in Mississippi. But it didn't stop them from trying to pressure me, or I guess they thought they looked at my color and they were like, oh, this white boy's gonna give it up. Y'all would give it up. I don't give up shit. I stand on my Constitution. I take ownership of my dope, of my guns, of my violence. No one goes to prison or jail for me. And Willie Jr. had been out 3 fucking days. I got violated over that, because you can't get arrested. I didn't go to jail, so then I didn't go to jail that day. I got released. They came back into the room, they go, yo, he must got a lot of respect for you. He took it. I go, well, I don't know. I just know it wasn't my dope. I got released. But then I got violated because Wade found out that I was arrested, even though I wasn't charged. And then I got to deal with snitch allegations. And then Willie Jr. goes, no, Lil J didn't say shit. You know what? There's a bunch of people that can say that about me. That's called character. And it ain't got nothing to do with color. But Willie Jr. had to vouch for me. Willie Jr., who had been out of prison 3 fucking days, going right back. And you or any of y'all think you vouch for me? My character is what I stand on, not my color. That's for you ignorant racist motherfuckers. It's my character that validated me in these streets that I still be in. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? You know who can't tell these types of stories? You know who can't tell these types of stories? The people who say that they gave me a pass. Yeah. The pass holders of the hood and the streets who can't tell a fucking story even remotely close to this. Who play victim. Oh, racism. Oh, I'm such a fucking victim. Who never been to prison, never been locked up, never been pulled over and taken to jail while everyone black in your car gets to walk home. These are the people telling me about me and about the culture that I come from that they didn't participate in. The ignorance they didn't participate in. And then when I speak on it and speak out and speak against it, I'm just a white boy. Yeah, you sound fucking stupid and racist.